Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So today I went ahead and did the purchasing of about 6 items on the HD for the 50% off sale. And I gotta say, it was a painful process, but I was able to purchase all the games. I purchased the Rare Pack, Black Belt Deluxe, Future World Deluxe, Supersonic Deluxe, Soccer Kings, Space Shuttle Deluxe, Zane Core Deluxe, and Black Belt Deluxe. So I was able to buy all those tables, no problem. It is a painful process though. The HD is not very snappy generally when logging in. It does log in automatically. I do have it on Ethernet now with a Wi-Fi extender. So it's the only way I can get this thing to connect with any sort of regularity. But I got it to work, and you can notice it's incredibly snappy now. This has never been the case for my HD. It's always had a little bit of lag between menus and things like that. You can see it's just incredibly snappy. So that's all internet based. It's very weird. So getting these games was actually a bit of a process. Obviously, what you would generally do is you would buy them online for the HD system, and then you would come down to the digital locker. You'd hit OK, and you wait. You just have to wait. I'll hit it again. There's new codes. Here are my redeemed codes. And you can see it takes a minute to pop up. Now everything in here, this shows all my redeemed codes for the 4K as well as the HD. Anything that's bright white is the HD versions, and anything that's grayed out is the 4K versions. I know it doesn't really show up all that great in video here, but I want to at least show a little bit of how it works. So you punch in the codes. What happens is you have to come back out. You go to the App Store X, you come down here, and you have to hit the home button to redeem a code. So you hit this, and you're going to get the option of how you want to redeem that code. It has to be either a subscription, which would be like your Pinball Net, or an App Store purchase. We'd say it's an App Store purchase. You click the button, and you wait. Even as snappy as my device is, it takes some time. So you just have to be patient. It's a process, believe me. And it took me probably about 2.5 hours to get all 6 of those items redeemed, between punching in the codes, waiting for it to show up. It does not show up in the digital locker at all. What it does is it will say, a lot of times it'll say action canceled or redemption canceled, and it already took it. So you'll see here it still hasn't done it. See if it actually took it that time. There you go. So now I'm able, this is the next thing you have to do. You have to say whether or not you want it to be linked to your ID or to your device, this is a big question for some of you people. For me, it was always ID because I also have an HD that I share with my daughter, so I want her to be able to access the games as well. So I always link them to my ID. And then you punch in the code. That comes in your email, pretty straightforward. And you say redeem the code. It'll take a couple of minutes. Not even a couple of minutes. It'll tell you immediately whether or not the code is valid or not. Either it works or it doesn't. Like if it doesn't work, it'll tell you immediately something's wrong with the code. If it did work, it just kind of pauses. And for me, it even, a couple of times it said redemption canceled, even though it actually took it. So because you get into a loop here of clicking the button too much and just not being patient enough. So what happens is, you punch in the redemption code. You're going to come up here, you're going to go over to your digital locker, and this is kind of a way to see whether or not you actually got them redeemed or not. So you come in here, it'll take a couple of seconds. Again, it's not fast. It's not fast. Come on. And again, I did this within the first few hours of this sale going live. It went live today, I think roughly around noon. Became live, and it's going to be live until the 17th, so you have some time to get your games in. But yeah, it takes a second. We'll get this thing to eventually refresh. You already seen the codes, but all it is basically you're going to wait to see whether or not the game that you enter the code for is white or not. If it shows up in this list, you're good to go. Then you just have to back out. You see it's just taking forever. You come back to the App Store, and what it'll do is if that redemption code is proper, The game will show up here with just a white dot. It won't have the green check mark in it. So this is what Supersonic Deluxe looks like now. Obviously I haven't bought Magic Castle, not for the HD. So this here you see Zanecore is actually looking at, I've already downloaded it, but now it's saying that there's an update available. And it says that for Black Belt Deluxe too. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the update. Hit the start button and we're gonna update that one. So I did find it funny that these were brand new purchases that I downloaded. It downloaded once and then it refreshed and it realized it needed another update. And so I've been doing that over the course of the time here. The games are all playable. I've already been able to confirm that. They are all playable. They all sound good, play good. Nothing like that. But yes, it's been a process. The digital locker redemptions are not currently working, but they are available through buying on the website and entering the code as is shown here. So it is what it is. It's not perfect. You can see this one's finally updating. And then it will be completely playable. So, but yes, 50% off on these packs is a really good deal. Obviously, $6 games are only $3. That goes in line with the purchase price of the Steam versions for all of these prior to their new release, or prior to them coming out of early access. So I did have to do an update for Soccer Kings, for Zanecore, and for Black Belt Deluxe by the looks of it. The other ones all were fine. I did not buy Earth, Wind, and Fire or Shooting the Rapids or any of the Primal Carnage games. They're just not that good. And at Magic Castle, we know is still broke. We haven't got a patch for that one yet, so I haven't bothered to buy that one. So yeah, they work. They're good games. You see here I got Battletoads. But yeah, it was a process. Like I said, it took a couple hours of just kind of babysitting the thing and just making sure they're actually taking place and they're actually working. We'll go into Future World real quick just to show. And one of the biggest problems I have with the HD right now, or HD/micro, is that you can only do like 3 pages of favorites, which is kind of a bummer. My start button's starting to go, I think, because it doesn't always take the first time. So here's Future World Deluxe. Awesome game, by the way. The colors really pop on this one, even on the HD. You can see that, just a beautiful display. And look at that, boy, it's just absolutely sparkles, really dazzles. It's a great game. I think I gave this one a 9 in my reviews. I really like this one. Easy to get an extra ball. It's just a super fun table. So yeah, while I understand it's been an absolute process lately to get HD games going, yes, the servers are not great. They've had all kinds of issues, but it's working. You are able to buy games, and they obviously reduced the price, I assume because of their server issues on the HD side. Maybe this is a gift to the community, but at any rate, it is what it is. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys have better experiences than I do on this. This wasn't bad. Like I said, it's a little time consuming, but it wasn't a tragedy. So we got the games, they're playable. Yeah, it's old fashioned. Obviously we all want the digital locker to be up and running here as soon as possible. The one thing I will say is when you're punching in your codes, the thin letters, the thinner zeros in your emails, the thinner ones are the zeros, the thicker zeros are the letter O. It's a little weird when you punch them into the machine. The O's look thinner than the zeros because of they're not capitalized, so it's a little confusing. But just make sure that you really double check your zeros and your O's to make sure that you're using the right one. Other than that, I had no problems punching the codes. Make sure you punch in the dashes, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. We'll do more content as we get it, and hopefully with this, the server stuff will get fixed here pretty soon, but we'll see. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya. Bye.